From Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April, the rookie from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
He's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. Finding room to the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Fuller. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings have taken a 1st quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. He's stopped up at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Robinson, a first down and then some. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. Here's a diving catch right side.
I'm ready to take over, baby. Staying, though.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, it's Watson. They'll run the screen with Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. 23 yards the pickup there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. On third down, a run by Mack. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now whistles and a timeout Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Mack will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
It's Williams on the catch. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. This one caught by Davis. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. Now Lawrence. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. But to throw again is Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And Gold is able to put it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. Here's Fuller with a catch. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
It's Eckler again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Fuller. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the 50, it's Watson. He completes this one to Mack. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they could win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on third down, Watson into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Lawrence's throw pulled in by Robinson here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 36, Lawrence finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great work.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Luke Farrell. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. They're quickly to Thielen here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Mack again.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. On 4th down, Watson. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Great coverage there, holds them to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And they're going to speed things up here.
From midfield now, Lawrence checks that one down, complete to Moss.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss. Moss going to have a 1st down and more.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll drop this underneath the Moss.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Lawrence will throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Goal with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And Watson's going to throw it here. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is